Jennifer here. I just wanted to do a quick little sit down chat video with y'all today to kind of follow up from my weight gain video that I posted last week, and then also just to talk about my meal prep that I did this week as well, and kind of give y'all a little review. If you are new here, thank you for joining us, and if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so that you don't miss any time that I upload a video. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and click like because it does help support my channel, and I am trying to grow this channel. Obviously, it is a newer channel. But anyway, let's just jump right into it. So, last Saturday, whenever I did my weigh-in, I had gained 4.4 pounds. And during the week, I was eating some Built Bars. And I would just have one each day for my snack in the afternoon. I just replaced my Fiber One brownie with that snack. And actually, I would share a little bit of it with one of the ladies at work that was wanting to try them as well. So I didn't even eat the full bar. But every day during that week, I would notice the next day I would get up, I would be up half a pound, up a pound, up another half a pound. And I mean, I'm kind of freaking out because, you know, I get up at 3:30 every morning and diligently work out. I do a full hour on the treadmill. This is Maya, by the way. I have two of my cats in here with me. And if you don't know yet, I got a third cat yesterday. So we have a little kitten, but he is in there passed out asleep. And him and the other two cats do not like each other yet. So I figured it was best if he was not in here during the video, or else there'd be a lot of hissing going on. But anyway, so, you know, I was very upset with my weigh-in last week. It would have been one thing if I was cheating and eating a bunch of things. I kind of went in depth in that video. I will link it down below for any of y'all that did not see it. But Friday morning before my Saturday weigh-in, it hit me. The only thing that had changed were the Built Bars. And I thought maybe it's the erythritol or whatever it is that's in those that's upsetting my stomach. Because since I started my Weight Watchers journey back in September of 2019, I've stuck mostly to whole foods. And I mean, I know like a Fiber One brownie is not a whole food, but that's probably the most processed thing that I eat. We spend a lot of time every Sunday meal prepping, and I eat bacon and eggs for breakfast every morning. For lunch, I just have a turkey sandwich with fruit, and we have our meal prep dinners. I do have a protein coffee as a snack in the mornings, one of the Premier Caramel protein shakes in my coffee, and then I have a banana and a Fiber One brownie in the afternoon. I'm one of those that pretty much eats the same thing every day, and it does not bother me. Actually, if I kind of, you know, get away from that and try something new, then I don't know, it's like I'll miss the old stuff. So anyway, it works for me. So far, so good, except for that 1 week whenever I tried the Built Bars. So my husband's going to just try them and see if he likes them, and then if he doesn't really care for them, he's going to take them to work. He works at a factory. He can set them on the break room table. Several of those guys work out. I'm sure they'll be gone in 5 minutes, so they won't go to waste. But anyway, I wanted to do a follow-up to my weight loss this week because I lost 7.2 pounds this week, which I don't really believe that I gained 4.4 pounds last week, nor do I think that the 7.2 pound loss this week is realistic, especially this far along in the journey. I made a post on Instagram yesterday, and I guess somebody just looked at the number and was like, how is that possible? As far along in your journey as you are to lose 7.2 pounds. And I was like, well, read my post. You know, I said that really, I don't think that I had a true gain, and I don't think that I truly lost 7 pounds in 1 week. I think that my body just kind of came back down and regulated. So it's like a 2-point-something loss. And I just wanted to talk about that for a second because I have pretty much been a very slow loser, I think. I have been on this program since September of 2019, and as of today, I have lost 62 pounds, which is really good. But it's been what, well over a year, so that's probably right around a pound per week, maybe even less than a pound per week. I went through a phase back in, I would say February, March, April, May-ish. For 3 months I stayed in the 170s and did not budge, and could not figure out why, because I was staying within my points. And I noticed that a lot of other Weight Watchers members, they have trouble eating enough calories. Well, I'm the opposite. I eat a lot of 0-point foods, and then I'm eating my 23 points. So just because the foods are 0 points doesn't mean that they are 0 calories. So for a week or two after I, kind of stalled for 3 months, really, I just started tracking my macros and calories, and just to see kind of where I was falling. So I actually was eating about 2,200 calories per day at that time, which was, I guess, about my maintenance level, because I was working out and all of this other stuff. But the weight, I'd go down a pound, I'd come up half a pound, I'd go down half a pound, I'd come up a pound, just kind of bouncing back and forth every week. So anyway, somebody commented, oh, you need to eat your fit points, you need to eat your weekly points, that's what they're there for. And I kind of disagree with that. I do eat my weeklies pretty much on Saturday. Saturday is my free day. I really don't track anything on Saturdays. I still typically have my same breakfast. I still typically have my little pizzas for lunch, just because that's what I like. That's what makes me happy. But last night we went to the Mexican restaurant. I had rice with the queso dip, chips, and some sauteed chicken with poblano peppers and stuff. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite meals to go have. When we came home, I had a glass of wine and, still ate a dessert as well. Granted, it was my Weight Watchers wonton desserts that I had made to take to work on Friday, because I still had some left over. But regardless, I know that I probably ate all of my weeklies in that one day. So I say I don't eat my weeklies, but I just reserve them for that one day. I don't eat them throughout the week. I try to stay below or right at that 23 points per day. So no, I don't think that I need to eat my fit points, because if I cross over that 2,200 calorie mark, then I am definitely going to gain weight. And if I even look at my fit points, I mean, it's tons of fit points. I actually think that it's overcalculated. But that's my opinion. So, and I know my body. I am a slow loser and a fast gainer. I mean, just the slightest little thing throws my metabolism off. And I have dieted pretty much since I was 8 years old, on and off. I've done every diet out there. I've had weight loss surgery about 9 years ago, and kept, I got to like a really low weight, probably about where I am right now. The Weight Watchers weight is actually lower than what I was after my weight loss surgery, so I'm trying to see if I can even get down to that range. It's a pretty low range in my opinion, but here nor there. If I want to become a lifetime member, then that's what I need to do. And, I'd like to see if I could get below that 140 pounds. That's the high level for my height. But I pretty much stayed around the mid-150s for about 5 years or so, and then I just went through a bad period of depression and stuff and not caring. And, after a couple of years after that surgery, you can eat a lot of food, and if you choose the wrong foods, you can pack on the weight, and that's what I did. And before I knew it, I was back up to 212 pounds, and, in September of 2019, I thought, I don't want to go back on a low carb diet. I don't know what I want to do. I had done Weight Watchers before in the past and had not been successful on it. Well, really, I could have been successful. I just wasn't good enough to myself to try to be successful. I let myself fail. I gave myself every excuse in the book to overeat and not follow the points and everything. I was younger, and I've just learned a lot since then. So anyway, that's why I chose to do the Weight Watchers last year, because I just wanted something that I felt like was a balanced diet. I don't think that Weight Watchers is perfect. I don't think that any diet is perfect. A lot of it you just kind of have to figure out for yourself. So that's one reason if I stall or if I feel, I tend to overeat. I know that people thinking that I don't eat my fit points or my weeklies or whatever, that I'm starving myself. It's actually the opposite. I eat so much 0-point foods and stuff, but the chicken and the turkey and the fruit and all of that, I mean, it's 0 points, but all of that still has a lot of calories in it. So again, I have a tendency to overeat easily, so that's one reason that I don't eat the fit points. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm starving myself. It's actually the opposite. It's hard for me to stay under my maintenance calories. So anyway, here nor there, I just wanted to make this quick little sit down video about that, because I know I made a long video about the 4.4 pounds that I gained, and I was upset about it because there shouldn't have been a reason for it. and then it all just kind of fell off as soon as I stopped eating the Built Bars. And so I know 100% in my mind that that's what it was. Now my body feels back to normal, my stomach feels back to normal, and you know, I just really haven't eaten protein bars and things like that that have that stuff in it since I started this WW journey. And now I know that I don't need to. I just need to stick to my whole foods. If I want treats, I mean, y'all should make those chocolate peanut butter protein cookies that I show all the time, because they're so low in points. It does use protein powder, but it is good protein powders that I use, that I've used before, and I know does not upset my stomach. But you can have 3 cookies for 2 points, and they're pretty nice sized cookies, and it is a nice little treat. But anyway, enough about that. I just wanted to put that out there, that I did come back down 7.2 pounds, but I really just see that as a loss of 2.6 or 2.8, whatever that is, over the past 2 weeks. You know, I just kind of got a little bit out of whack there. 4.4 is not normal for me to gain. 7.2 is not normal for me to lose. So hopefully everything is regulated and I will go back to my normal 1 pound or so loss per week. And that is another reason I chose Weight Watchers too, was because I wanted to lose the weight slowly. I wanted to find something that was a sustainable lifestyle that I can live with, and so far it has worked really well. I mean, my husband and I, he eats these dinners that I make as well. I know y'all know that. He helps me do the meal prep on Sundays, and he has his meals as well. We're so used to that by now. We wouldn't know how to act if we came home and we didn't already have our dinner ready. So I know a lot of people don't want to spend that time to do the meal prep, and it is hard, and it's 1,000 times harder whenever you're trying to film it, because it takes everything takes 10 times longer. So you know, if you just have just an hour or two and you can jump in there and throw together even some bulk foods, that would really help you out during the week to try to stick to your goals. Because before, whenever we didn't have food ready, it'd be like, let's order pizza, let's pick up, you know, Nukes, let's go to Moe's, let's do this, let's do that, just because it was easy and convenient. And we don't do that now at all. I mean, pretty much we eat our meals because I don't want to waste the food. So we have 12 meals in there prepared. Today is Sunday. We will have one tonight all the way through Friday night. And, you know, it really doesn't bother us eating that meal on Friday night. I know some people want to go out on Friday nights, but we always get our little granddaughter on Friday nights. And with the pandemic and everything, we really can't take her out anywhere. So it's just perfectly fine for us to have our meal at home. And we cook her something separate. You know, she usually wants a random thing. She's 3 years old, so there's no telling what she wants to eat, but we don't meal prep a meal for her. We did when we kept her for a week, and she really was not a fan of that. She would rather have her queso and chicken nuggets or whatever, which is fine. But anyway, I'm going to get off of that subject and move on to the meals that I prepped last week. So I purposefully did try to prep 2 meals that we had never tried before, that were kind of on the lower carb side, you know, because I definitely wanted to make sure that I got the 4.4 pounds off. And so I made this honey balsamic glazed chicken, and it was delicious. It was a Skinny Taste recipe, and the flavor in that, which I put poblano peppers in it, it did not call for that. It called for onions and stuff, but we do not eat onions, so I just substituted in some poblano peppers, and I'm so glad that I did. If y'all have never tried those, they are delicious. They have the best flavor to me. But anyway, the chicken was marinated in some pesto, and you know, then we make like this sauce or whatever to drizzle on top. I can't remember exactly. It is in my meal prep video for last week. I will link that down below as well. But it is definitely a winner. Now, I will say I wish that I'd have made a different side to go with it, because it was just the chicken and the veggies, which it was a low carb meal. But I was really looking forward to my 3 cookies every night after I ate that meal, because I was always a little bit hungry. And if you notice, what I typically do is try to have a low point meal, and then, you know, I'll have my chips with it, or my rolls, or I like to make the corn muffins if I have taco soup and things like that. So if I made that honey balsamic glazed chicken again, I would probably do maybe some sweet potatoes with it, or baked potatoes, something like that. I don't really like plain potatoes, but you know, rice or something would have been delicious with it as well. And then the spicy shrimp. So that actually turned out good. I'm not a huge seafood person, but we had bought that bag of frozen shrimp a long time ago, and I was thinking about it, and I saw that spicy shrimp recipe, which was also a Skinny Taste recipe, and I thought, you know, I need to go ahead and make that and get that used up before it's like, you know, got that freezer rot or whatever it is that things get. And so I found that spicy shrimp recipe. The seasoning on the shrimp was perfect. I would definitely do that again. I substituted cauliflower rice instead of the regular rice that the recipe called for, and that was good too. I just made my Asian cauliflower fried rice, which I just have a standard recipe that I use for that, and it's delicious, and you really cannot tell that you're eating cauliflower. What I wished I'd have done with that meal as well was made my stir-fry veggies, because I had a bag of them in the freezer and I just didn't even think about it. So I kind of felt like I was missing those extra vegetables in that meal. But overall, it was still delicious. Both of the meals I would definitely make again. I would just add some more vegetables in with the shrimp, and I would do like a carb kind of side or something with the honey balsamic glazed chicken. But both of them were delicious. The shrimp, I really loved the spiciness of it because it had cayenne pepper and paprika and chili powder, a bunch of stuff on it, so it really kind of covered up that shrimpy taste. Again, I'm not a seafood person. My husband loves it. He loves shrimp, so he was all about that meal. But anyway, overall, it was a good week. I am happy that my weight is back down, and I just wanted to put it out there that it did come back. So I weighed 150 pounds exactly whenever I stepped on the scale yesterday. And so this morning I was like 149 point something, even after eating out last night. Now, what my body tends to do is I will probably be up tomorrow a little bit. And sometimes I think that's just like a delay from eating the food, because Friday we had our Thanksgiving lunch at work. I ate whatever I wanted. I just got a little scoop of everything, and I did make dessert for myself. I made my pumpkin pie and pecan pie wontons. And so I just try to really avoid eating sugar, so I was not going to eat any of those other desserts. I made real pecan pie and took, but I mean, I've had a million pieces of that over my life. Doesn't even bother me to not have one, but everybody else really enjoyed it. So I still like to have dessert, so I just like to make those little wontons, and I do have a video that will probably post before this one that shows those. But anyway, if you want to take a good little treat for yourself for Thanksgiving meals or Christmas meals, then definitely try those. They're easy to make, and they're very low in points, and you just put a little bit of fat-free Reddi-wip or coconut Reddi-wip, whichever one you prefer, on top. That's 0 points, and the pumpkin pie ones I think are 1 point, and I think the pecan pie ones are 2 points, just because of the pecans that are in it. But anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to go ahead and close out this video now. I hope that everything that I said made sense. Sometimes I feel like I start to ramble and it doesn't, but I just felt like I needed to do a follow-up to the weight gain video, and also just to explain my, you know, weight loss this week, because neither one of those numbers are typical. And I just want everybody to know that. I don't want somebody to look at me and think, oh my God, she's been on this diet for over a year and she lost 7 pounds this week. I should be losing 7 pounds. No, you shouldn't. You should be losing ½ a pound to a pound a week. And if you're doing that, then you're doing a fabulous job. And even if you stall for a few weeks, that's okay. I stalled for 3 months, and you know, a lot of people didn't really see that because I hadn't started my Weight Watchers Instagram, nor had I started my YouTube journey at that time. I kind of, you know, had thought about it over the years of starting a YouTube channel and didn't really have, I guess, a niche or whatever. And then after a while I got to thinking, you know, I'm doing all this meal prep and these are the videos that I like to watch. So that's kind of how I got into YouTube, but that's in another video also. I'm not really going to go down that path. I know that y'all are probably sick of hearing me ramble, but I do appreciate every one of y'all, and I hope that I can help somebody. If anybody has any questions for me, please feel free to post it in the comments down below. I will always reply to every comment, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, and I'm happy to take suggestions if you have them. But I love y'all guys. I appreciate you. And if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button. I know every YouTuber is always begging everybody to subscribe to their channel, but there is a reason for that. You know, we want to grow our channel, and I am trying to get up to that 1,000 subscribers. That's kind of the first goal for every YouTuber. So anyway, sorry to do my begging, but not sorry. Please click subscribe and like this video. It really helps me out. And I love y'all guys, and I'm going to get off here and relax for the rest of the day. So I'll talk to y'all later.